I'm English, but I live in America, and let me tell you the single most greatest thing about living in a house in America. That is the size of my washing machine door and my microwave door. So look, this is it. It's literally the same width as my hob. And let me just show you. If I wanted to put in, it's got metal on it. Just don't try this at home, kids. This is just for size. Look at that. Look at that.
You might have windows like that in England, but that's just what someone commented. I don't know if they're completely different, but that's just one difference. Number 2, walk-in wardrobes are pretty much a norm in American houses. They're pretty much in every single American house that I've seen. If you had a walk-in wardrobe in England, you'd be considered rich.
I was just washing my hands and I was like, oh my god, why is it so hot? But then I forget you can have the hot and the cold on at the same time. In the UK, it's often 2 different ones. Like, you can only have either the hot, like the hot will be on this side and then the cold, and you can't like combine them. And America's actually really sexy for this because I often
imagine walking through an entire house just trying to find the washing machine and somehow it's nowhere to be seen. Turns out Americans have a solution that's so obvious, it completely caught this visitor off guard.
I've been looking all around this kitchen for a washing machine and I couldn't find it, and it turns out it's in a different room. But in the UK, normally we'd have like a fake door that would open up and that would come down and the washing machine would be inside there in the kitchen. Apparently that's just not a thing in the US. Side note, look how big this fridge is. It's got like huge double door with a huge tray at the bottom. I've genuinely never seen a fridge that big in my life.
Most people think the surprises stop once you leave the house, but in America, even the backyard feels like it belongs in a luxury vacation resort.
Something else which is super American. Tell me if you've ever seen it anywhere in Germany. I haven't. This is crazy to me. There's a TV attached outside of the house, so you don't have to sit inside to watch TV. You can also just sit outside. If you want to have a barbecue and still want to watch a game, probably a football or baseball game. Have you ever seen anything like this in Germany?
This next reaction is hilarious because something Americans barely notice instantly sets off alarm bells for visitors. One look inside the bathroom and the panic begins.
Wait. You have sockets in your bathroom. What is this? What is this all about? What is this all about? This is dangerous. You don't do this. You even have the hairdryer in here. Do you not think that's quite dangerous?
Everyone expects American homes to be a little bigger, but nobody expects an appliance that's practically large enough to become a tiny room.
I'm English, but I live in America, and let me tell you the single most greatest thing about living in a house in America. That is the size of my washing machine door and my microwave door. So look, this is it. It's literally the same width as my hob. And let me just show you. If I wanted to put in, it's got metal on it. Just don't try this at home, kids. This is just for size. Look at that. Look at that. And this is my washing machine door. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put you in the washing machine, and then you can see how big it is. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate. Okay, this is me outside the washing machine, and this is me getting in the washing machine. This is how big it is.
Some of these features look like they're straight out of a futuristic movie. The funny part is that Americans have been using them for years without thinking twice.
Here are the things about American houses that I realized that just make sense. They have food grinders in their sinks, just like the movies, to get rid of any leftover food. Watch this. It's also a standard feature that their sink taps come out and they can also change. Look. I don't think I've mentioned the extremely large size fridges. 2 massive doors that open, and then let me not even tell you about this freezer space. This is actually half the size of a UK fridge. I might just have to move out here.
If you ask people from overseas what they wish they could bring home from America, these 3 things show up surprisingly often, and honestly, it's easy to see why.
I'm a European living in an American house, and here are 3 things that are super normal in America, but I wish we had in Europe. First of all, an ice machine in every fridge. I wish it so bad that we had it, but we don't. Okay. Second of all, the basement. I feel like every American house has a basement like this. They're nice, they're big, you can store it so much things, and I wish European houses had those too. And the last thing that every American house has, in my opinion, is that all the rooms are connected. You can hang out there, you can hang out there, and you don't really have separate rooms with closing doors, etc., etc.
For Americans, these are just normal parts of a house, but for someone seeing them for the first time, it almost feels like every home was designed with luxury in mind.
The first difference that someone said was the windows. This is what they look like. They have like these latches, and you just do them on both sides, and then you just lift them up. You might have windows like that in England, but that's just what someone commented. I don't know if they're completely different, but that's just one difference. Number 2, walk-in wardrobes are pretty much a norm in American houses. They're pretty much in every single American house that I've seen. If you had a walk-in wardrobe in England, you'd be considered rich. Number 3, you have garages, but for your cars. There are obviously no cars in this garage right now, but you could fit 2 cars in here. This is what it looks like. And then this slides all the way up. So you have this button. If you press this, this whole door will slide all the way up. And that's how you get your car in and out.
Sometimes it's the smallest everyday details that surprise people the most. One simple change in the bathroom left this visitor wondering why every country doesn't do it the same way.
Another culture shock I've had about being back in the States and versus living in Scotland and the UK that I completely forgot about is the taps. I was just washing my hands and I was like, oh my god, why is it so hot? But then I forget you can have the hot and the cold on at the same time. In the UK, it's often 2 different ones. Like, you can only have either the hot will be on this side and then the cold, and you can't, like, combine them. And America's actually really sexy for this because I often burn my hands or freeze my hands to death in the UK.
After living in America for a while, some everyday comforts become almost impossible to give up. And judging by this reaction, moving back home might be harder than expected.
Things in my American house that as a Brit, I now have no idea how I would live without. These amazing taps that just do it all. Of course, this bad boy. The sheer size of my fridge freezer. Walk-in closets in every house. She's a mess, but genius.
It's amazing how a few simple home features can completely change the way you live. Once this visitor started exploring the house, one surprise quickly turned into another.
These are things I needed to get used to living in an American house. First things first, obviously we need a 20-liter water dispenser because this over there tastes like chlorine. This is how you open an American window. You just slide it to the side and it always comes with the Fliegengitter, so nothing can come through here. No bugs or anything, which is super convenient. This is the light switch. This controls the air conditioning and the heat throughout the entire house. And you can even connect your aux cable. It's very hot today, so let's turn it to 75. This is a food waste disposer and it's for Essensreste. You can activate it back here.
What's one thing inside American homes that you wish every country had? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy seeing real reactions like these, make sure to subscribe because we've got plenty more culture shocks and unbelievable comparisons coming your way.